What is up, everybody? Welcome to our Friday night D&D session. We were out last week, but we're back this time. Hello, everyone in chat. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. This is our homebrew D&D live play, dice rolling, interactive homebrew, custom playing, 5th edition D&D adventure. I'm Jaso, the DM / the wizard / whatever else you want to call me. And who else is joining me on this fine Friday evening?
Hey, it's me, Luke, and I am playing
Domo, Hobgoblin Warlord. That's for true.
Who else?
What's up, guys? My name's Kevin, and I'm playing Musa, a terrified, broken little girl.
Oh, God.
I feel like an animal laughing at that.
What's up, everybody? My name's Slim, and I'll be.
What is everyone?
I don't know. What is everybody? I don't know. I'm lost in the Twixt, anyways. I'll be playing a kobold bard by the name of Flash, DJ, washed up used car salesman. I got a lot of jobs.
It's me! I'm Kyle. I remember that, but I'm looking for my name is Harper Multiverse Rose. Rockstar rocking the new sound, coerced to traverse the omniverse and cursed to reverse a universe. But you can call me Verse.
Ooh, that new intro.
It worked. I didn't stumble.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda, and I play Six, the Harangon Barbarian.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I play Vice. You see my new films? Like, I filmed a bunch of them. Some were kind of scary. I don't remember doing those. Or whatever.
Hey guys, I'm Maz, and I play Tali, a Kalashar Druid.
Thank you all, and thank you, my chatters. What is up, everybody? I hope you are having fun this evening. If you enjoy the content on the channel, please give it a follow. I really appreciate it. I'm about to slap my link down in there to my link.bio. It's got all the goodies, the Twitter, the YouTube, the Patreon, the Twitch. Make sure and go follow the socials if you enjoy the content here. It is largely a D&D / TTRPG RPG content, but specifically, I think our premier content is the Friday Night D&D's, all my friends playing together. So thank you for the follow, Godly Defines. Real quick, those of you who are following the channel want to interact. As you watch and hang out, and specifically as you, for example, Godly, follow the channel or subscribe if you want to support it that way, you can get yourself Twitch channel points. Even if you're just lurking, you're still building them up. And you can use those to interact in cool ways, specifically and exclusively, mostly with our D&D games on Friday nights. You can see how many points you have down in the bottom left of the chat, and click on that purple weird bit icon to see all the different rewards. Looks like Tiberius was already buying some +1s for some characters earlier, so thank you, Tiberius. We also use stream stickers here, so if you mouse over the stream, you'll see the purple heart icon on the right. If you're on mobile, you'll see that heart at the right side of the chat. You can click on that. I have some freebie stickers for the week. I usually run a couple free ones anyway, but you have the ability to use your bits. Don't just donate bits. I'd love for you to always support so that you get something back for it. So use your bits and get some stickers if you want to support the channel that way. If you're a subscriber, you also get exclusive stickers like chibi versions of all of the characters for this particular campaign and some other fun stuff. So check that out as well. Yeah, there you go. There's some stickers being slapped down now. So thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. This is session 19 of PERPLEXELLEL. We are entering into the end game. Before we dive in, just a couple quick housekeeping notes. Someone remind me how to play D&D first off. But second, a huge thank you to our campaign's character art, both by Peachy Yuri and Iruichi. They collectively did our character art that you see around here, but also a lot of the NPC art. So thank you so much to both of them. That is their social links over on Twitter. Give them a follow, give them some love. I think you draw cards. We do draw cards for inspiration if some characters don't have it yet, if that's what you're talking about, Discordian. And then music is by Tabletop Audio, Scott Buckley, and Radiart. Thank you to all of those peeps, slapping that link down in the chat as well. I don't really have too many other notes other than the fact that during this stream, maybe somewhere in the middle of the stream, someone remind me perhaps around the 10:30 mark, hey, chatters, that's a clear signal to just be active around then. And I'll be giving away a Roll20 digital code for the new content that just came out from D&D for Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep. If you are a VTT user, if you like using those virtual tabletops, specifically Roll20, I have a code for that digital content over on Roll20 that you can get. I'll be giving that out in the middle of this session. Also, if you, for whatever reason, happen to miss out and don't get that code, but you would still love to have one so you can get access to that content, make sure and come by the next couple Fridays, because throughout this entire month, I have a code every Friday to be given out to each of you. So thank you, Roll20, for providing that to draw in some peeps. I know that sometimes, like I said, they want to have you do like an unboxing or play a session yourself using those codes, but thought what better way to incentivize those of you who hang out and are part of the community than to just give the codes to you directly so you can experience that content yourself. So make sure and stick around and keep your ears open. I don't usually roll a die or anything, I just kind of call it out, and then the first chatter I see pop up in the chat usually gets it. So if you're on phone, find a computer. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Either way, I really appreciate that. A +1 to 6. Tiberius says I'm not spelling it out. It's just 6.
Thank you.
So yes, let's see. Let me roll the intro, and then while I do that, I'm gonna hand out some inspiration, and then we'll see if anyone wants to jump on the row of spikes to give the recap, or if we're all just gonna roll some dice. So we'll be right back. Hang on.
A creature's next D20 roll.
Ooh. I love that ability. That's my favorite thing. As an immediate interact.
When do we get that Magic the Gathering sponsor for Devils in the Details?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Never. Nope. It's not happening. We would be the ones sued, so let's not talk about that.
I'll be.
I don't know what this wee's about.
Tap target DM for content, turn target player into gold. What?
I mean, we probably went live with the whole themes that seem to overlap quite a lot, but I'm sure they have probably been in development with that for like 5 years, so they would probably have the headway on that one. Great minds think alike, that's what I like to say.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do we want to roll the dice? Who wants to give the recap from last week? Or Amanda, did you want to be the one to serve as sacrifice? Or wait, it looks like people rolled.
Vice already rolled, so
Okay.
yeah, let's roll.
Okay.
What now?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Domo.
I was out last week, right, guys? All right, we're good.
All right. It looks like, what, Flash here. Flash! Oh, I was going to say, probably as usual, since Flash does a great job giving recaps and typically volunteers. What happened last time on PERPLEXELLEL?
Now see y'all throwing me under the bus without a sponsor this week. This ain't gonna be a flashback. This one last week was terrifying for everyone but me, I think. I don't know. We entered the, we got portaled out of giant evil squid mutagenic malfunction teleportation world, and I mean, technically we were still in the far realm, but we went to the actual far realm, like the far realm, not the medium far realm, not the in-between far realm, like the actual far realm. And it was pitch black, And I think talking to my friends, they told me that they all had spooky nightmare dream scenarios. Poor Musa got tortured with, well, a million versions of her in tank staring at her. I just had to watch some creepy, like, low budget commercials trying to sell me cars or spelljammers. I don't know what it was all about. And well, sadly Domo was being chased by a ghoulish falling apart gif. I don't know what it all means. I'm sure it means something to some of us, but we were able to push through each of our own twisted minds and end up in the world's most rotund, round, and infinite library I've ever seen. And that's the second one I've ever seen, so it definitely takes it. We saw some weird visage called the Archivist, and he gave us, well, the answers to all the age-old questions, like, what the hell's going on? What do acid pigeons eat? How do we get home? And getting the information we needed, not Lexi the second or first, depending on which world she came from, poured us back, and now we're in home base with, well, an exploded giant alpha goop monster. And that's it. All of our little robot dudes and guards are gone, so I think we're kind of screwed, guys. I don't know. That's about all I remember.
That was pretty succinct. Thank you very much, Flash. Yes, you had just returned relatively unscathed from the far realm, at least physically. Yeah. And came back to Lexi's laboratory deep underground under Neogokyo, only to find that the Heximal that had been surrounded by the other absorbed suits in this sort of rounded shell in this temporary sleep has seemingly escaped and woken up from its slumber. And you all find yourselves standing around in the lab currently, surrounded by a number of broken versions of the metagolems that once stood here. So let me see. What do I want to play?
D&D, I hope.
Oh yes, D&D, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. So yes, you enter into Lexi's laboratory, return from the far realm, the strange smells, the pressure of the far realm, the strangeness of it, and most of all, the terrifying visions that some of you experienced have largely gone away along with that strange place. Now you find yourselves standing back in Lexi's laboratory. However, the Heximal Prime, or the Heximal Zero as it is called here, no longer appears to be trapped against the wall. There is simply a large pockmark of black, several shards of broken glass that used to serve as the panels that would float and shoot off different sorts of glowing glyphs and common and numbers through it. And the metagolems lie all around the area in shambles. As you all teleported and got here, Lexi looked around and said, "Shit."
I can read all languages. Do I recognize anything useful on all these floating glyphs and whatnot?
No, those were things that were being displayed on the floating panels, but they are completely destroyed. It is just fragments of glass covering the ground now. They're no longer operating.
Oh, all right. It's not too bad, right, Lexi? We just gotta figure out how to make that collateral reality where what's his face can be killed, right? It doesn't have to physically be here, right?
Lexi is quiet and steps over to one of the metagolems and leans down. You can see its form is twisted and misshapen. It typically had somewhat of a shorter, bulkier body with a very large forehead and big, elongated chin, but it seems dented, parts of its body misshapen, almost from some type of blast or some form of physical damage applied directly to it. She bends over and kind of runs a hand over the construct's form, and you see a number of different, what look like equations or probably some form of numeromancy, begin to quickly fly across her visor as she checks on it. Quiet.
All right, I'll presume you're formulating how to get us out of this jam.
That's right, she says.
All right, well, let's let the lady think. In the meantime, I don't suppose it's gonna come back here anytime soon. So, I guess we're safe here for the time being.
Domo, as you say this, those of you who had some pressure buildup in the far realm, Six, Tally, Musa, you feel the slightly tighter pressure than usual. You can still feel on your hand the indentation of the number in your glove that is always ever present, so that you can kind of tell how much it has built up. You know that here in Zero Reality, because this is a prime reality, your weird pressure dissipates. However, this time, upon returning from the far realm, your pressure stays the same. It does not begin to decrease.
Oh.
That means... I wonder if that means if we're still in that... If we still will get weird events. Here now.
Rouge starts singing to the heavens. I'm making an Arcana check. Have we come back to... What was it? The index reality or whatever?
Zero Reality?
Yeah, sure.
Make a check.
20 Arcana. Crit.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Another.
I mean, I wish I hadn't crit, but...
For A, you do not trigger the weird.
Hey!
And second off, yes, the magic emanations that you maybe got just over the course of time when you were previously here in the destroyed Zero Reality, you still feel those same emanations. Most importantly, you feel that unsettling quiet, that silence, where typically, even in other collateral realities, you felt some, even slight, connection to the sound of the universe. Here, there's nothing but a disquieting silence.
Yeah, so he finishes his, "Ooh." Yeah, the acoustics here are terrible. We're definitely back at Zero Reality.
At least we're out of the far realm.
Are these meta golems or whatever you call them, like, do they have anything on them? Because if they look like they have anything on them, Six is gonna go and look at the body.
These are like construct assistants. They're essentially naked. They just are sort of like basic shaped humanoids. So they're not like wearing any clothes or anything that would suggest they have anything valuable on them.
Okay.
Well, I'm stumped.
Lexi turns
Maybe.
to you all. I can help write an algorithm your suits can use to create one last collateral reality. This one will not be as, let's say, specifically curtailed to ensure maximal safety. I will not be able to iron out as many details as I'd like to be able to give you the best debriefing on where you'd be going. But
real quick, the previous ones were optimized for safety?
As much as possible, yes.
Okay.
We were still ill-prepared, so I think, horses for courses, we've done this before.
Exactly. It'll be similar to your previous excursions, wherein you will hunt down, weaken, and consume a Heximal variant. This time, however, I'm programming the variant Heximal to, as the Archivist said, have whatever it is that will give you the power to destroy Heximal Zero.
Right. I guess this is the only course of action we have left.
Give it a name, she says.
The reality?
The reality?
What power is this going to be called that you're going to be absorbing? Give it some semblance of existence, even if it's just a name. That should help fully realize it in the collateral reality.
Oh, this is... We get to choose the form of the weapon? Oh, this is awesome.
Meet Seltzer Prime.
No.
The weapon that we're gonna wield?
Well, a name for it. I don't know the exact details of the weapon itself.
Okay.
This
Optimus
whole
Prime.
concept is a bit baffling, as I said. Heximal as an entity can grow to become unstoppable, like Zero has, but it can still be destroyed using itself. This concept in a nutshell is conceptually impossible.
I got it. Fracture.
Oh, that's pretty good. I was gonna say Ouroboros, you know, like since we're using its own power to eat itself, it's like one of them snakes. That's what we're eating its own tail.
I was halfway through trying to portmanteau into fractal, you know, something that gets the same, the smaller it gets or the larger that it gets, but I couldn't work. Ouroboros is good too. Okay, who's voting on which?
I say Ouroboros.
Yeah, like snakes are cool.
Trying to chew
I
up.
like that that's the deciding factor. Snakes are cool.
Rattlesnakes it is.
Oh, tunnel snakes rule.
Trying to cheer herself up, Musa transforms into a hobgoblin and says, Ouroboros, hobgoblin supremacy.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh no.
Stop it! But yeah, Ouroboros has got it's a hefty name. I like it. Good idea, me.
You're gonna have to spell that for me.
Domo spells it. I don't trust Luke to spell it, but Domo spells it.
Perfectly.
Lexi says Ouroboros. All right. She stands up. There's still just a almost lightning quick pace of a series of numbers and words that you can barely catch before they flit from the bottom to the top of her visor. I can put this together quickly, but you will still need some time while you're in this collateral reality to be able to absorb Heximal and return. You wanted me to be honest with you, so I shall be, even if none of us desire this outcome. Heximal has escaped its containment, but it's still here in Zero reality, preoccupied to allot us enough time in order to make this excursion happen to obtain the power to defeat it. I knew that when it finally awoke from its artificial slumber, it would crave something to absorb. What I mean to say is, it is being distracted currently by the last living organisms I know of that exist here on what's left of Neogokyo.
Ooh. I guess we know what that is. Sorry, Musa.
Its focus on absorbing them should buy us enough time to make this run and have you return here before it devises a way to start creating its own collateral realities to start the entire process over anew. I know the decision that must be made, but in order to maintain our relationship and trust, your non-genius minds may have other matters. I posit to you this. You have two choices ahead of you. One, you can allow this absorption to happen. The last living beings beside myself here on Neogokyo will meet their fates to Heximal, but it will buy you enough time to get what you need from the collateral reality. The alternative, the other option, is that you, in a futile attempt, try to stop Heximal from finishing off whoever's left here. I can tell you now that its power is far beyond all of ours combined. There is nothing we can do to stop it. But I leave that choice to you.
It's a tough choice. I mean, I would prioritize the mission. I would say that few lives, no offense, Musa, are a small price to pay to increase our odds of success, but what does everyone else think?
It's not fair. They didn't ask to be made. None of us did. But we don't deserve to die.
Oof.
That's the son of the stars, Moose, and nobody was asked to be born. So, I vote we find a good exit. That sounds the path for me. I know when to leave.
So you're saying we should also let the clones die?
Yeah, I agree with you, yeah.
Oh god, poor Musa.
Yeah, Musa, you're one of a kind. Just think of it that way.
Apparently not.
Just think, you'll survive to sing their song. That's the best that you can give. The memory of somebody lost.
If we try to save them, are they going to be stuck in this plane of nothingness anyways?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if we try to save them, are they just going to be stuck here and where there's nothing and no one? Like if we defeat Zero.
A impossible outcome, but suppose I go along with this tract of thinking. As I said before, if we somehow find a way to destroy Heximal, you each still have bonded with you the suits, the Heximal suits, the hexi suits as they are termed, or the Excel suits. You could theoretically create your own collateral reality that you could all live in, or you could go your own separate ways in your own collateral realities. It matters little to me. You could take the mooses to their own if you wish.
We could take them there, even though they don't got suits.
Is that a possibility?
I think...
What if we just run in, grab them, take them somewhere, and then do what we're supposed to?
Are you suggesting
the issue
that...
is time.
They're buying us time to do what we're supposed to.
If you want the honest truth, Heximal could have already absorbed them. It was the case that he could have likely also just destroyed this planet and left this reality by now. The reason Heximal is still here, and the reason I still read the faint biosignatures of the Musa clones, is for the reason that I believe Heximal is taking its time, enjoying the hunt.
Well, I've said my piece, but I can't order you lot to do this, to leave them behind, so it's gotta be everyone's choice.
6 Hex's power is at a level that I can no longer feasibly measure, even with the equipment here for the Masterminds. I assume it has subsumed most of all sentient life in the Twixt, perhaps even beyond. Maybe even the gods themselves. I do not honestly know. If you were to attempt to get in and somehow abscond with the mooses to take them somewhere else, Heximal would know where they are. Heximal likely knows that we are standing here right now in my lab. We are talking about a being that is on a level beyond anything that we have ever known in existence.
So, less than half the group has weighed in on this. What does everyone else think we should do? This seems like a pretty important decision.
What? If we don't destroy it now, won't it just come after us in the future anyway? Like you said, it'll just follow.
Well, we're going to destroy it one way or the other. I think this situation is we can try to save the Musas, and then it's going to be harder to kill them because we won't have as much time to get the weapon or whatever. Or we could just go try to get the weapon now and be better prepared, but the Musas are certainly going to get absorbed into him and die.
And we can't, like, split up and do both? No.
That is a terrible idea. That will result
I would be for that chaos unless it was the last of days.
Yeah, I think that'll result with half of us dying and then the other half dying.
Also dying.
But think about Goosa, guys. Goosa.
Oh, I did.
Just a little goose.
Sure, who else do you want me to consider? I can name them if you'd like. Musa, there was Musa, and another one was called Musa, and another one was called Musa.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
I'm thinking about
Yes, we are.
you and Misa. That didn't work out.
Oh, bad timing.
No.
Me and Yusa, that would have worked out. God damn it.
Well,
I mean, I don't want the Musas to die, but Six isn't gonna. She's not gonna push the point, so.
Could like the Ouroboros snake weapon that we're gonna make, like extract mooses. Can we do that? Like undo it?
It's not a genie, it's a weapon.
Yeah, but like sometimes weapons split stuff in half.
For all we know, it could be Musa's.
Whoa, more mooses.
The truth is that while I am programming a universe, a collateral reality that has this power, I do not admittedly know what form it will take. All I know is that the power will reside within the Heximal variant there that you should absorb. The makeup of this power, whether it is actually a physical manifestation or simply some sort of increase in your own individual strengths that could collectively destroy Heximal Zero, I truthfully am unsure of. I have never programmed something to simply exist without programming each piece first.
All right.
So, what are you gonna do after you send us to this place to find this Ouroboros, whatever?
I shall stay here and await your return.
Well,
It's weird, sorry.
maybe after you send us there, you should go and try to save the Musas.
I already know that that is a futile attempt. I offer it to you because you are people who do not think, let's say, the most logically and rationally as a genius would. It is a futile attempt. Your logical tracks of saying that you could take the Musas, that you could even confront the Heximal and walk away unscathed, is an impossibility. I would not go to attempt to save them, as much as I would like to.
I'm just saying that you could buy us time, and maybe we'll be quick enough get back before all the Musas are dead.
The other issue being...
You're supposed to care about the Musas, aren't you?
Of course I do.
You're just gonna leave them?
This decision that you are each faced with, this wedge I'm sure you may feel yourselves in, is every decision I have had to make from the outset of the outbreak of Heximal. Of course, I would choose to preserve one of the last remaining sentient humanoid species that ever exists. However, even if I were to buy them some time, if there is even the remote possibility that Heximal absorbs myself, not only would he inherit my abilities, my intellect, but also my memories. He would know everything that we have planned thus far. And we can't allow that to happen.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do anything by your lonesome know-how anyway. You should stay safe.
This power I'm sending you to collect is our ace in the hole, the one thing that Heximal may not expect. We have to keep that a secret from it.
Is Musa... Oh, sorry, Flash, you go.
Flash is gonna walk over to Lexi and put his hand on like her hip and pat her and say, yeah, I mean, you should listen to us fellow Neogokians. You don't want to be one of those smooth-brained off-planeters. You gotta think logical and do what the genius would do. It's gonna nudge her. Yeah, what the hell is that? Like, nuke the thing faster, right? Yeah, we might as well keep one Musa and, for the sacrifice of all the other Musas. We could even call you Musa Prime.
Oh, no! The Survivor's Guilt. Is Musa still in hobgoblin form?
No, she's probably turned back during this conversation.
I'm gonna walk up to Musa and take a knee, which will make me significantly shorter than even a human normal girl. But
listen,
she's sitting on the ground anyway.
Musa, it's not fair that you have to make this choice, but you like being an hobgoblin like me sometimes, right? Well, it's not easy. Sometimes when you're a hobgoblin, you gotta make tough decisions. And well, sometimes we gotta do things we don't like because we're ordered to. And the mission always gots to come first. Just think, if we stop this big Heximal boogan, all the other mooses that are still out there could be safe. And if we fail, if we try to rescue those mooses back there and we fail, then they're gonna die anyway. We have to prioritize the mission.
So many of us are dead already. What's a couple more?
Oh my god, this poor child! How old is she? Like 3 weeks? Oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah, she's a couple months maybe.
Yeah, way to go, Gendo.
As long as the best one stays around. He gives you a soft little shrug on the shoulder.
Well, whatever we're gonna do, let's just stop talking about it and go do it.
I think, Lexi, we gotta get on with the mission for the sake of everyone everywhere.
I understand your reservations and feelings about it, but you are making the right decision.
Don't feel it, but I know you'll know it was the right decision in time, Musa.
You are saving an infinite number of other Musas in the process.
Well,
I am putting the finishing touches on the algorithm I will be submitting to your suits to take you to your final collateral reality. Unfortunately, I have not had the time to delicately extract and inform this collateral reality with all the details as I would normally. I know there will be a Heximal variant that contains a power that can destroy, get rid of somehow the one that exists here, Heximal 0, that you'll need to find and absorb. However, I do not know where you are going to end up going. I do not know where you will be when you get there. I do not know what situation you will be in. I know at the very least that you'll be safe. You will not immediately end up somewhere deep submerged in water or some other hostile environment.
Okay, well that's good.
Beyond those details, I know nothing. So, if you are ready, I will submit the algorithm to your suits and you would jump one more time. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
As will
There's
ever
nothing
be.
else.
As well. Ready.
Ready to meet our fate.
Very well, she says, and you see a flicker on her visor. The hexi faces on your suits appear for a second, pushing out to look at Lexi and then to each of you before slowly submerging back into the suits themselves. And each of you begin to find yourselves not moving anywhere, but the environment again taking this effect. Pieces around Lexi's lab begin to look as though they fracture. They bend, almost as if pieces of glass or mirror-like qualities of the room begin to move and begin to take shape. Shards and fractals beginning to form. Behind it, something else blurry, unable to see as the final collateral reality is being shaped in real time by your suits. An entirely new reality that never existed before. The fractals begin to multiply in a kaleidoscopic nature as they begin to swirl around your visions. And finally, as they have done before, they pull back for a second and then shoot towards you as each of you begin to go somewhere else. Okay.
Does it count as child abuse if it's a homunculus?
No. Full Metal Alchemist taught us that.
Oh, poor big brother.
Oh god.
Oh,
I can't even make jokes about it. Like shit hurts too much still.
It's rough.
That was a rough episode. Oh my god.
Never gets easier.
No.
Y'all should watch Made in Abyss. It's got a similarly very sad scenario.
No.
Made in Abyss is great.
All right, let's see here. Hang on. Let me see.
Of course it rains today.
This isn't a first joke, but it'll lighten the mood for Musa. First counted elbows Musa and says, "We should leave. It smells like farts in here." And he farts.
There's a time and a place.
There seemed to be a lack of levity. I just wanted to bring up the mood. I've never done that in public before.
A fart joke?
Yes, I know. It's so base.
As the new collateral reality begins to take shape.
Oh, it still smells like farts.
We eat the same protein, bro.
The collateral reality coming to completion as the shards begin to shift and reattach themselves into a full view around. You each find yourselves standing on a wooden ship. Various areas of the ship are painted in a variety of colors that I would say, just without needing to make a roll, Domo would immediately recognize as the same colors that are uniform with patroller ships.
Oh.
I feel like I'm home, strangely.
You now begin to see several what look like uniformed in patroller gear. Variety of different races. There's some humans, elves, a few Gif. They each turn to you, and one of them specifically turns. This is a rather rotund but muscular looking Gif in patroller gear that turns to you, and this Gif looks straight at you, Domo, and says,
"Wait, we thought you were coordinating with the Alpha team over on the Hawk."
Oh shit. Oh, did we just slip into the... Did I just slip into this universe's Domo body?
I don't know.
Oh, geez. How would I react to this? Well, she would know protocol. Do I recognize the ship named Hawk?
You can make a history check.
Okay.
At advantage, because I can help with that somehow.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, you know that that's not like a designation for a specific ship, but rather sort of like a designation for a class of ship. These are definitely assault ships. These are ones that are going in to do battle.
What's I would recognize the rank on his uniform. What rank is he?
He is a somewhat, I forget the exact name for it, but he's like middle ranking where he is superior over a few others, but is
like
probably
a sergeant?
Yeah, like a sergeant level, yes.
Yeah, okay,
also, with that history check, he looks very familiar.
Really? Oh, does he look like the zombie gif that came out of the mirror?
You notice some nicks, some scars that are present on this gif that look nearly identical, despite the emaciated nature of the one that you saw in the far realm.
Domo will do her best to bullshit, since she knows protocol and all that good stuff. She'll say something along the lines of,
a special reassignment. We're here with Spec Ops Team Alpha. No need to regroup with Hawk. We are on a rendezvous to a certain top secret weapon. No need to be alarmed, sir.
Make a deception check at advantage.
okay. I'll add +1 to that for 14.
Okay. The GIF kind of stares you over, and there is a rapping on one of the wooden doors of the ship as it opens. A elf bearing the patroller gear says, "ETA 5 minutes, patrollers." The GIF looks to each of you, noticing all of you after you've kind of qualified that they're all part of your unit, Domo, and says,
Huddle in.
and waves you over to this, like, it's basically like a war table. You can see it's this long table.
Nice.
That a couple others are huddled around, and it has a map of the what you can assume the sort of like a star chart of what looks like wild space. It appears as though you're in wild space, and you can see the individual wood pieces of what are likely both ships that are part of the Pioneer Patrollers, as well as probably whatever enemy ships you may be facing that are laid out here.
I usher everyone, like come on, let's fucking play along. Let's.
Harper's the first one to get in there. He's standing by the table, but just looking at all the people.
As you all huddle in, you all kind of get up to the shimmy up to the table. The main GIF at the far end that originally addressed you, Domo, says,
All right, troops. Remember, the Trine may hold control over our last Quagga ship, but they made a critical error in assuming our intel's been disrupted by all of this.
Wait, who? I didn't catch who.
He said they made a critical error in assuming our intel has been disrupted by all this.
Okay, they haven't mentioned who they is, though?
Who they?
Oh, he said the Trine.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I thought he said the Trine. Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Does
That
Domo
old
know who
chestnut.
the Trine is?
Yes, Domo. You would be aware that the Trine is known fully as the Dark Trine. They are a pact of 3 different races: the Vodani, the Neogi, and the Skro. That for a time, when they first got here, were hostile, but the patrollers at some point had ratified a peace treaty between each of them to promise that as long as the patrollers did not meddle in their affairs, and provided that the Dark Trine did not try to take any more slaves to call their own, release all of those who are under their oppression, that there would be peace between the 2 groups.
Right.
That eventually dissolved, as far as you know.
I let him continue then.
He has like this wooden kind of pointer stick that he uses to kind of point at this area on the map that looks like, at least what you can recognize, Demo. You don't have to make any checks on this because you would have this sort of inherent knowledge with this background of coming from the patrollers that this is a Quagga ship. And a Quagga ship, for any of those of you who don't know, is a Pioneer patroller ship that is basically built out of an asteroid. It looks just like, on one side, a barren, rocky piece of floating debris in space, but on the flat side, usually hidden from view, is sort of like, it's basically like a naval fleet, but they fly through space. They kind of look like comets and can be disguised like them, but there is a flat area, flat side to the ship that has a landing zone for spelljammers, and they've built into the rock itself to house their operations and bases. You see that the GIF points with a stick to this Quagga and says,
"Inside is their leader, Verusa. And our primary task is to infiltrate while other teams distract so we can take them out. Putting an end to that albino liar will send ripples throughout our ranks. A weakness in the chain we can hopefully break in the future. Troops, they may have broken our body, but they haven't broken our spirit."
He begins to point at some other sections that are part of the Quagga itself.
"Now our entry points are here. Site Alpha holds heavy exterior resistance, but should clear up once we're inside. Zeta's the other option, slightly more clear, but we'll have less opportunity to make it deeper into the Quagga unseen once off ship."
After he says this, he looks up to you, Domo, and says,
"Offrider, what are your orders?"
Oh God. Okay. What are the pros and cons of Alpha and Zeta again?
Alpha has heavy exterior resistance, but looks like once you get inside should clear up. You're assuming on foot should clear up. The GIF mentions that Zeta's is slightly more clear. Seems to be, from what you can tell from the map, it appears as though the ship is going to basically have Alpha and Zeta as LZ's landing zone. So your ship is going to come in, probably take some heat, so you can all get out on foot and try to repel the Trine who hold this last Quagga of the Pioneer patrollers. Alpha has heavy exterior resistance, but probably less so once you get out on foot. Zeta seems more easier to take damage from the ship from landing, but appears to have deeper resistance once you get down there on foot.
All right. Domo doesn't skip a beat. She takes a deep breath and says,
All right, I want the bulk of the fighting forces at Point Alpha. I want you raising hell and making sure that their attention is diverted as much as possible to the main gates. Don't take unnecessary risks and don't take unnecessary losses. Meanwhile, me and whatever available infiltration teams will take Point Zeta and fight in individually. Hopefully, by the time the main fighting force breaches Point Alpha, we will be able to regroup within the ship and take our primary target.
And then Domo looks back to the rest of the group and just shrugs.
You hear the GIF, and the entire rest of the platoon of patrollers here all slap their chest with a fist and say, "Offrider."
Burst says, "Hello, everyone." And then as everybody looks at him, he just kind of vibrates there for a second. "Thank you."
I just needed somebody to witness him.
Everyone.
I'm also here.
"Very well, Offrider."
The main GIF says.
All
You
right,
hear,
gear up.
"ETA 2 minutes!" You can actually hear outside of the ship now the sound of explosions and things happening. Go ahead, Amanda.
Six is gonna look at Domo and she's gonna be like,
You're not gonna like make like a pre-battle speech or something like
This
they
is
do in the movies, you know?
I mean, this is routine. The Trine and the patrollers are always at loggerheads. This is gonna be nothing. We're gonna take out this
What was the primary target's name? Domo also forgot, but now I need to remember. So
Barusa.
It sounds like what the what the GIF was talking about was a albino named Verusa.
Yeah.
albino makes me real suspicious. Like.
That sounds like our blob.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Come on, chin up, old girl. We're going in a fight, and we're gonna win. It's gonna be a bumpy ride to Point Zeta from the sound of it, though, so, y'all have any gods or, prayers you need to say beforehand? I'd get that out of the way now.
There's no god where I'm going.
Oh, God, Jesus.
ETA 1 minute! You see the other patrollers beginning to grab their gear, grab their weapons.
Domo knocks an arrow in her bow. From my experience with patrollers, do I know like where our off point would be?
They. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I think I got an in-character way of doing this. Seeing that you don't know what to do versus just gonna go up and pull the guy's shirt and say, "Which one was ours again?"
Nice. We're all together. The off-rider said Alpha.
Right. And which way is that? He continues on with that to make sure that we don't miss that transport.
When I said me, I meant our group, not just Domo.
Yeah.
If that wasn't clear, Domo said that she wanted the main patrollers to go for Alpha while we snuck in through Zeta.
Zeta.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what would be relayed to you then, yes.
Yeah. But I'm guessing there's a transport or something we need to get on.
You can see, and you would know the makeup of a patroller ship. Everyone, this is actually this is a very large room here, despite being part of like the ship itself. And you can see at the back it's like a slanted wall. And you can now tell, Domo, that you are in it's not really a cargo bay, although it could serve as that. This basically is the back section of the ship. You have the feeling that now that you've given the orders as an off-rider, which you would have never achieved the rank of before, this is like close to the top. Once you land at Zeta, as per your orders, the ship is going to land. This back section is actually going to drop. This is where they offload, onload large cargo. You're all going to drop, and you're assuming your team is going to deploy into, as you mentioned, the Zeta area. So you're assuming they're probably going to basically get you right up on it and let you get inside.
Cool. So Domo has a war drum that she's beating. I added it to my background feature for literally such an occasion.
Oh my god.
You start beating this drum pretty hard, Domo. The rest of the patrollers begin kicking their feet on the ground and hooing and hawing along with your drum beats.
Nice.
Burke starts joining in, what's his name, McConaughey, when he's...
Oh, no.
We're a pretty musical group, actually.
I heard a band that sounds like this one time. I think they were called, Acid Pigeon Experience or something.
Oh, they're good. I've heard them. Their sound is so raw. Primal, even.
That's one way to describe it.
Really melts your face.
Yeah.
So far from all the overproduced stuff.
Are we in the transport or walking toward the Zeta one?
You guys are still in the ship.
Okay.
There doesn't really seem to be. You get the sense that there's no other you guys are gonna be dropped on foot and you're just gonna barrel inside of the Quagga itself. There's not gonna be any other transport means. You can feel the ship rocking now as it begins to descend. And the sounds of the fiery explosions in the distance grow louder You can now more closely hear the sounds of probably large turret fire coming from the Quagga itself, and equally from your ship. And you hear the gift turn around and say, "Everyone brace," as he grabs on.
Hey, Jason.
Uh-huh.
Has it been 8 hours since we first got down to the Far Realm before? Or how long would you say it's?
What's
rest since we got back from the Fall Room?
You have not rest. No.
Well, no, it's just I cast mage armor on myself back then, and it lasts for 8 hours. So I just want to know if I should.
You still have it.
Or...
I'd say it's probably been like 4 hours, so not a full 8.
Plenty of time.
Just one if I need to cast it again. So that's perfect.
Six takes out her tankard of plenty because she always has a good drink before a raid.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you look over and you see Seven like clutching on to one of the like arms of the wood planks here and taking a swig himself. You feel the ship shake. Some of you probably would have been thrown off your feet if you hadn't already been holding on to something. And you feel a huge shake as the entire shuttle of this spelljammer hits the surface of what you can assume is the Quagga. And you see the gift raise its hand up in the air with its large, kind of thick fingers and just kind of holds it there for a second. And then you all of a sudden begin to see the arched back of the ship begin to quickly drop as you see the gift wave its hands, looking now over to your team. Off-rider, go, go, go!
Oh, this is us. This is
yes, yes, yeah.
All right. I do like a little flourish with the drum and then just run forward, like swap the drum with the bow and grab onto the whatever repelling rope we have.
Who follows?
Yeah,
you runs as he's about to jump off. He turns around and says, "Oh, everybody, remember by twilight when it comes out," and he jumps.
Each of you, I'm assuming, exit the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Out here on the surface, you just see a huge open area of what looks like flat, rocky terrain floating in wild space. Nothing but the darkness of the skies above you. It would be pretty if it wasn't filled with a variety of other different shaped, of various different colors. A mixture of what looks like the patroller colors that you've seen before, this sort of greenish mixed with some other browns and stuff that appear to be in the middle of dogfights of other varieties of ships that are likely of the Trine make. Some look like wolves. Some of them look like spiders that are just kind of flying in the air, firing their turrets and ballistas at one another. The sounds of explosions coming from everywhere. Some of you kind of throw your hands up as rocky debris from the flak hitting the surface not too far away from you is kind of thrown at you. Up ahead, Domo, as you quickly exit off of the ship, you can see now a raised entrance. As you know, the interiors of these large comet-like spaces of the Quagga are carved out so that the variety of facilities can be held within. You know this is an entry point, and you guys kind of march ahead, heading into it and escaping from the outside hustle and bustle that you hear around you into the interior of the Quagga. I will move maps here. Just a second. Let me see. Do I want?
All right,
About
everyone.
10:32.
Stay low. Check your corners.
Oh, good point, Kevin. Thank you for reminding me. Hey, before I switch the maps, real quick in chat, hey, who wants themselves a code for the digital content for Call of the Netherdeep from Critical Role on the Roll20 platform? Just punch it in, say I want it. Punch it in. Discordian, so quick on it. Congratulations, Discordian. And to those of you who I want, Discordian says, I do. I want it. You want it, Discordian. Thank you so much. I'm gonna whisper you after the stream so that we don't interrupt it. I'm gonna shoot you that code so you can grab that. So congratulations. It's my content and I need it now. Anybody else who missed it and is still hanging out and watching, don't worry. I have more codes to give out in the following weeks for that digital content, so hang in there. To be on your keyboard probably around 10:30 each session, because that's an easy way for someone to remind me. So you missed it, that's okay. I will be giving out, I think we got 3 more Fridays this month, so hang in there. But yes, congratulations, Discordian. So each of you step inside the interior of the Quagga area. This area is like a rocky, cavernous place that has been purposefully mined out so that it is traversable. There's different rooms and stuff. The walls are pretty cleanly carved. There is enough light here so that you can see around without there being like dark vision or anything that you need necessary for any of that stuff. Let me see here real quick. I'm gonna move the map here. So each of you have your own vision, but it's not like this is pitch black. You just can't see past any of the walls or anything. So you find yourselves standing here.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
Yeah, so this is...
Okay.
Am I gathering that the Dark Trine don't actually own the ship? They Shanghaied it? They took it over?
That's what it sounds like. These Quaggas, these forms of ship that are carved from the rock are specifically for the Pioneer Patrollers, and this one was clearly Patroller owned at one point. So it appears as though at some point, yeah, it was taken over by the Trine. You can see a couple different avenues to go. There is a area to the right, to the left, where there's the image of a door here, but it's actually kind of creaked open, so you can see through there. Up ahead seems to be a longer hallway. There's a couple columns and what looks like a pretty badly damaged rug in the middle. Smeared in a variety of places are the pockmarks of gunpowder from what is likely the GIF, as well as spots of dried blood where there has likely been pretty hard battle going on in here. As was mentioned, you picked Zeta, so it's likely sees a little more resistance. Up ahead, from what you can see, it appears that you can see 2 strange looking furry creatures that look like a mix between an eel and a spider. You would know these immediately, Domo, as the Neogi, but anyone else, as well as Domo if you really want to, can make knowledge checks. Otherwise, that is what you immediately see. It does not appear as though they have noticed you just yet, so you are welcome to do whatever you'd like to do.
History check. I want to see how much I paid attention in Neogi school.
Advantage. I've seen one of those before. Woo!
27.
That's as good as it gets.
Was that a natty 27 or
It
just
was
27?
not.
No.
It was a 19.
Wow. Pretty strong stuff. Yes, you are no stranger, or maybe you've never seen them in person, Domo, but being a part in the past with the Patrollers, you are relatively intimate with the 3 races that make up the trifecta of the aptly named Dark Trine. You know, at least at one point before the peace treaty came along, that Neogi were pretty hateful slavers that considered most other creatures, even their own race, to be servants and prey. They kind of look like a mixture of a spider with an eel's neck and head. You know that they can poison the body and mind of their targets and subjugate other beings who are sometimes even physically superior to their own. That's what kind of gives them an edge.
And I would know that they have like limited mind control powers too, right?
Yeah, you get the sense that they have some innate magical ability to kind of control the minds of others.
I tell everyone to stay on their toes then. All right.
We need to move forward, stay as quiet as you can. We don't gotta move too quiet because we need to go fast. Like, check your corners, make sure that we're not missing any Scro or Neogi on the way up.
A face forms on the side of your collar vise and pushes out the hexi face. It looks around for a second and says,
Heximal. We sense him nearby. It is close.
slowly pulls back into your collar.
Well, I guess help us lead the way.
Are you saying that to the Heximals?
Yeah.
Or Hexis? Your Hexi pops out on your collar, Musa, and says,
We cannot pinpoint, but we know the proximity is close.
Well, let us know if we're getting like warm or colder. Warmer or colder.
If I were a betting gal, which I am, I would say that mysterious albino is related.
Find them.
Maybe we should go ask. Maybe we should go ask those new friends that haven't looked at me yet.
We should not ask them anything because they will mind control you.
I might try to ask. I have disadvantage on stealth, I'm reminding everyone.
Hey, Domo does too, since her new armor. Anybody? Vice, are you stealthy? You wanna...
Yeah, I'm. Just close my thing on accident. Yeah, +8 on stealth.
Oh, damn. Do you want to try some scouteroonies?
Yeah, let's do it.
Musa will go with you. I got a 12 because I have a +9, but
am I missing somebody here?
I'll +1 it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'll +1 my roll here, and actually.
I will too. Actually,
hold on. Before you guys start moving, I'm gonna double check. Fuck. Continue the plan, but don't leave without me saying something.
Technically, you move first and then roll stealth.
60.
You gotta commit to the bit.
Oh no.
Well, there you go. Now,
point of lucky. I need to reload that. I need to reload that.
Lucky. Couldn't be another one.
don't even.
See?
Oh, good.
20.
I was gonna warding bond Musa, but you're gonna move too far for it.
hey, chatters, don't forget, this is a collateral reality.
Oh no.
Just saying.
Don't remind them.
Okay. Well, that's a big change. Flash, are you rolling your own stealth?
Who?
Flash, are you rolling your own stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming with us.
Okay. Musa 12, and then we got a 19. All right. 13. Got you.
No, I was just rolling to havoc because I was gonna try and like hide back over here. I was waiting until everyone was done.
So then, show me where each of you move, please. I will tell you if you move too far.
I will be following like just a square behind you, Vice. So, lead the way.
Vice is gonna Scooby-Doo and Shaggy walk up against the wall.
Okay, Raggy.
I mean, 6 isn't very stealthy, so is she staying or is she going?
Yeah, you're staying here with us in Musa.
Yeah. Well,
No, wait, not Musa. Musa
Not
left.
me.
Vice is gonna be making like what he thinks are tactical hand gestures to relay information back to Domo, but doesn't know what he's doing.
I read all languages. I have no idea what that was.
Domo just shakes her head disapprovingly.
He did like
Just
one
that he-
military movie.
Yeah.
Calling all his knowledge.
He's reliving. He's in full predator mode at this
Those
point.
aren't fucking real. What is he doing?
Vice, you can see the area up ahead still guarded by the two Neogi. However, your cover behind this column up ahead here seems to conceal you. That doesn't appear as though they've noticed you along with your stealth checks. You also see that over to the right, past the longer carpeted area in the center of this room, there appears to be another area that you could walk to. Plenty of different spaces that you could visit. So far, from what you have moved with your stealth check along with it, it doesn't appear as though you've been noticed.
Maybe we should go through. There was like a back area over here, Vice. Maybe we can go around them.
Vice will 180 and slink past Musa.
Sure.
To get to what he feels would be a door. I think that's a door, right?
That is a door, but like I said, it's like cracked open enough where you can see through it.
Okay, slowly push past the door.
Yep, you push through. It looks like another room that leads off to a section over here on the left.
Maybe there's a way around, or is it just a room?
Slink around the corner, and he's gonna hold Musa back. No, don't pass.
You put a hand up to Musa as you peer around the corner and can see what looks like the fallen body. You guys also see one of these to the right now. What looks like these two marked out icons, 3 actually, because there's one on the carpet, are patroller, the bodies of patrollers. This one up ahead, you can see Vice is a elven patroller that is face down on the ground and some dried blood, and you can see a Neogi kind of skittering around, digging its legs through what looks like the gear of the patroller, trying to find what you can assume anything interesting to use. It seems to be making some clicks and hisses at itself.
I don't know if this room connects. I wouldn't be able to see without getting closer.
Would just staying in the main path be better then, do you think?
Gives us more room to maneuver.
Yeah, if we get dead-ended, it's very bad to get cornered in a room tactically, so probably not a good idea to go down this way. Vice is like within whisper distance of Domo, but still keeps making nonsensical hand gestures.
I'm right here. We can whisper to each other.
Oh, all right. Just relays what he saw in that way.
Vice, baby, sweetie. Here, look. This means move up. This means hold position. You got that?
Right, yeah.
God, you're dumb. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Love watching you leave. Go ahead.
I feel like that's not going to play to the camera, but okay.
Vice makes like different hand symbols.
He's throwing up the horns. Oh no.
Next to it. There's a Neogi nearby.
Shark in the water. Got it. Baby shark.
To begin to continue kind of moving back up where you were previously. Still seeing the same thing.
There's no way to get to the left of this pillar, right? That's just...
Yeah, that's just kind of jutted out stone wall there.
Is there space between the wall and this pillar?
You could get behind the pillar here. I'd say you'd probably have to make a check to squeeze by, though.
Okay.
Seems like it'd be easier for you, Musa, than it would be Vice. Continue to see Vice. That there's an area over here to the right. And it looks like maybe to the left up here.
Yeah, try to like stay in the dark area. We'll navigate around towards that right side. So I'm pretty sure that would connect to that room we were just in, so kind of like bear crawl, try and get around these things.
Musa actually physically shrinks and tries to look as small as possible without obviously, losing too much.
Sure. Both of you shift over there. It does not appear as though you've been noticed from what you can see.
Just move one square at a time in case I trigger anything.
Sure.
I don't want to just like... From here, can I make anything out about this body?
This is a gift patroller who has been what looks like stabbed multiple times and kind of slashed across the chest from some either different weapons or maybe even some of the actual like physical weapons that some of the creatures of the shrine are endowed with. It is dead.
I'm gonna try to move up just so I can usher everyone forward.
Sure.
Everyone, like us?
Yeah. Like when we know the coast is clear.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's gonna peek around the corner and look down, or to the south.
All right, you can peek around the corner if you'd like. You can move your token. As you peek, you can see the door has been bashed down in this area. There is a little bit of blood in this room to the south, but it doesn't appear as though there is a huge amount of it. You don't hear too much noise coming from in this room. You can kind of hear the occasional movement and chittering of the Neogi, like near what looks like a set of circular stairs up to the north. And like you heard the one pilfering through the body, but it seems pretty quiet down below you without making any checks. That's what you see and hear coming from the south.
I want to stop for a second and see if I hear any movement or chittering or any kind of anything that there might be somebody in there, because it looks like that's a really tight squeeze, and if I try and look further, I'm gonna be seen.
I'll try to help. I can't aid you, so I'll just do my own perception as well.
Sure.
Yeah, perception. 15, 19.
Yeah, it seems much more quieted down the southern way than some of the other areas here, as well as along with your full senses. Looks like the area down south maybe has not seen as much visceral battle as the areas around here.
We're gonna assume it's safe and wave everybody forward and keep scouting.
The rest of the team pushes up a little bit as Vice and Musa continue along.
All right, hold.
Vice, you turn the corner. You can see what looks like another pair of humanoid. It's difficult to tell since they're kind of laying face first on the ground, dead patrollers, and what looks like some type of werewolf type creature donned in leather armor.
You got any Mountain Dew?
It's like wiping the blood off of its long blade.
All right. Vice will shove Musa backwards.
Thank you. Thank you, Starman, for the follow. I appreciate that.
And Vice will relay to Domo. I'm gonna assume that's in visual.
Okay, there's one combatant in the right room. He's doing this like raw thing. I don't know. I'm assuming that means there's a hostile. I say,
I'm glad one of us can understand him.
We're gonna have to push through him one way or another.
I told you, we should have just gone and asked them.
That's not gonna work.
Well, what if we try? What if we, one of us sneaks up and bashes one, and then we talk to the other?
Well, we could try talking to the one by itself that they found.
Oh, was there...
Yeah, that would be a lot smarter.
Yeah.
The big guy?
The wolf,
No,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll talk to anybody. I'm up for anything, but...
So as the group moves up, I just want to double check that this is clear, so at least we can keep our back to something safe.
It looks clear.
Looks clear. Yeah. And he's gonna peek through the doorway.
Okay.
6 can't help it. She's gonna go up to this dead guy, and look for something useful.
You begin to pilfer around. Vice, you begin to peer into the room. You see a couple cabinets of what look like some type of maybe munitions and weapons kind of stocked up. There doesn't seem to be many left on the racks. It seems as though this may be a area where the weapon storage is. At least from what you can tell with these sort of like dressers or these cabinets that are stocked with them on the wall, although many of them have been taken. Let me see. 6, you pilfer around through the loot on that one. Give me some type of check.
Investigation?
Yeah, that's a good one. Sure.
8.
You reach into the pockets and compartments throughout the armor on this downed GIF and find 2 daggers. Hang on just a second. You find 32 gold.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. And you find a pistol.
Ooh.
It's a gun!
You find a it's like a flintlock pistol along with 12 pieces of ammunition.
Yeah, it's kind of a gun.
It's got Ouroboros written on the side, right?
It does not.
And the pellets are silver.
It's gold and has Ouroboros on the side. No. That's what you find.
Yeah. So
Squirting says you'll defeat Heximal, the power of friendship.
that's the only thing we run on.
Well, shit, that's what we're lacking.
Does she know what a gun is? Like,
I mean, it's not like.
I hope for all our sakes, you do.
It's not like a.
Hole in the front of it.
what is this?
I would say it's not like a modern gun. Obviously, it's like a D&D, kind of old style, like pirate gun. So if I have to assume 6 and 7 have probably spent a little bit of time as pirates in the past. You probably have seen guns before. I don't know. You could say whether or not you've used them before, but you've probably seen them at least. You know how they operate.
6 and 7 have seen a 9.
Boo.
Get fucked.
These things were never really my thing. 7, you want it?
Nah, I prefer to just hit stuff.
Yeah, same here. Anybody want this gun?
How loud are you? How loud are you saying this? 6?
Not very loud.
Okay, all right. I guess no one says anything.
No,
nobody says.
Okay.
Nobody wants the gun.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Put the gun in her bag.
I mean, I could take it off your hands. I'm not proficient with them, but I do know a thing or two about shooting things.
Yeah, sure.
It's just a pistol, Jason.
It is a firearms ranged weapon pistol straight from D&D Beyond.
Sure thing.
12 pieces of ammunition.
Oh, I could put it in my efficient quiver.
Hey, there you go.
All right, so path down this way. He's gonna like try to telephone it from 7 to 6 to Flash to it's like a long hallway. It's the armory or something.
You're the lead, my man.
Domo, the message eventually gets to you, and Gauth Sarmory.
What?
That's the telephone. I'm just kidding.
Telephone game.
Yeah. It got jumbled along the way. Never mind. You hear it clearly.
Okay. I was like, I continue just shaking my head.
Can our Heximal suits like communicate with each other? So
Yes. They're doing the telephone for you. They're like whispering to you.
They're still fucking doing it anyway.
Yeah.
He's so dumb.
If we're going the way with the wolf guy, I have an idea before we rush in there.
Don't leave us hanging, please.
What?
I'm going to try to distract him with
You're not old enough to do that.
this. I want to do this. I want to see if this will affect him. Hypnotic pattern before we run in there, because we might be able to just get by him.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
I love a hypnotic pattern.
He's like right around the corner.
But I'm not gonna like go around the corner until we're ready in case it fails, because we're gonna have to go in there if it does.
So this is like breach and clear. So
Sounds
you're
good.
gonna throw it, and then I'm gonna be able to rush in.
Yeah, 6 is gonna get up close because she's also gonna rush in if it doesn't work out.
Everyone, get ready.
Stared at a bunch of lasers. It won't affect me.
Everyone
ready?
Here's
Domo?
to get in position. 7's gonna pull up. Yep. Domo.
Yes. I have a bow and arrow, so
Oh, well,
Oh, okay.
position is.
yeah. I mean, I guess to be able to see in there correctly, I should probably stand like here or something.
On that pillar, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good call. We'll do that.
Okay. All right. As soon as I walk into view, I will go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern. It will make a 30-foot cube around him, with a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Every creature within that 30-foot cube who sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
What's the flavor of such a cube?
It's
Sugar.
it's wavy purple, like almost like energy. It looks like it sparkles and like sparks in and out of reality. And oh, I saw something else moving in there, I think.
You see the werewolf-like lupine creature drawn in by the colors that you have thrown around. And as it appears to have succumbed to your hypnotic pattern, you hear as you see a Neogi shift around the corner and begin running and crawling straight for you. Everyone,
no.
please roll me initiative.
Yeah.
Well, at least we took one of them out of the
Yeah.
picture.
And so he will be charmed for, I think, a minute.
This is fine. I'm just getting my bad roll out of the way now. This is fine.
Can we add +1s to initiative or no?
If you have to roll it,
We haven't
sure.
in the past.
Well, you haven't in the past?
We haven't. I don't think we have.
Yeah, never mind then.
Well, initiative isn't an ability check, though, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd have to be like an ability check.
Jack of all trade benefits from it. So
It is an
Okay.
ability check. Yeah.
Oh, if it's an
keys
ability
off
check, then
dex.
sure.
It's the most nebulous thing, but
Yeah,
Blew
sure.
my mind when I found out Bard's Jack of all trades applies to initiative.
yep. It's
Crazy.
I've been punched in the face before. I know when to get out of the way. Oh, nice.
So much for reacting to save Musa.
Okay, there's no copies. Good, good.
Be first. No, be first. It's the worst part of the game.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for more folks to put their shit in.
Oh, it's a fool's game.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Let me. There we go.
Damn it. Oh,
Wait, was
shit.
Guys? All the bad guys rolled 15?
No,
Seems like it.
Oh.
no. This is just me trying to sneak in and put my own initiative in there at some point.
Oh.
All right. Everybody got their initiative entered?
Steve.
All right. 6, you are up first.
Alright. Well, 6 is just gonna throw caution to the wind like normal. Just
Hell
run it.
yeah.
For once.
As one does.
Alright, so this guy's mesmerized by the cube, right?
It looks
Yeah,
that
and-
way, yes.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't take damage, he should stay that way.
Well, she's going to try to smash this bug.
Right.
Here we go. First attack is a crit 28. Second attack is a 27.
Okay, first attack is gonna hit. It is a crit. Before we do any damage, please, if you would not mind, roll me a d25 and a d4.
Everybody's suits charged.
Attacks don't trigger that.
Yeah, they
Also,
do.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
They sure
They
do.
always have. That's the bait.
Saves don't.
hey Jason, I have a question real fast.
Yeah.
So my spell would be a 30-foot cube. What was anyone else in it? Centered out on the beast guy?
The only two that you see are the lupine creature and the Neogi.
I don't have to see it, but if anyone else was in the 30-foot cube, just want to make sure that they did their...
Oh, yes. Everything that was there made their rolls,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if it's centered on the beast guy, I might technically be in it right now.
He moved into it. It's instantaneous. It's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it stays.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see real quick here. Combat table for 23.
Oh. I'm gonna roll my wild surge real fast also, just...
Oh, I add 3 pressure. That's not good.
And yes, your pressure increases by 3, going up to 7.
It's chaos all the way down.
My wild magic also is going off.
Wait, can we say I raged before this?
Sure.
I should have. That was stupid.
You watch, Six, as your hands become encased in 2 big warm meatballs, preventing you from using somatic spell components until you've used an action to remove the meat from your hands.
Oh my god.
I don't like that sentence.
And also, for the next minute, whenever Musa tries to speak, pink bubbles fly out of her mouth and she can't.
So you're trying to eat the meat off your hands and pink bubbles are just covering them with soap.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's say that she rolled this crit, and then I rolled my stuff, the weird effects,
Mm-hmm.
and then that 27, the next roll, would also be a crit because of the weird effects.
Crit, but not a blood
But not a
surge.
natural crit. Natural crit.
No, not a natural crit, but because
But
of
a
the
normal
weird
crit.
effects,
Okay,
it
sure.
would be. So
Extreme
really, I have 2
crit.
crits.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
Also, my wild surge, let's do this first. A bolt of light shoots from my chest. I choose a creature, and it must succeed on a constitution saving throw or
Oh
take
boy.
radiant damage.
little buggy.
Let's do that first. Let's get a constitution saving throw
Is on a little buggy?
Yeah.
Little buggy, what's the DC?
Get fun.
That would be 13.
Fails.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So it takes 1d6 radiant damage, which is going to be a 3. It's also blinded until the start of my next turn.
Ooh. This thing's dead.
Yeah. And then I'm going to roll... Can I roll damage, like crit
Yes.
damage on here?
Yep. Oh, how does it calculate it, you mean? It should do. I think it puts it on there. Click the one that you did crit on twice, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, on...
Like the Warhammer plus
Warhammer
1.
plus 1 that you crit on, the 28. Boom,
Then
boom.
add your rage
Boom.
damage.
So that would be a +4 total rage damage. Okay, so it's looking like we got a 26.
26 overall?
Yeah.
All right. You flash the Neogi
Hold
in
on.
the eyes as it hisses. What's that?
Is that right?
I'm doing
Sure.
two-handed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then with your two hands, bringing down the warhammer just across the head of this eel-like creature, smashing into it for 27 points of damage. You just see blood, and you can hear the crushing of bone just splay across to the side as you bash the thing as it kind of yells out in pain in its hissing nature. Anything else? 6.
She can't pass through its square, can she?
You can't pass through enemy squares, that's right.
Then no. Nothing else for her?
All right. Musa, did you take the subtle spell?
What?
Did you take the subtle spell for the sorcerer stuff?
The meta magic. Do you have subtle spell in your meta magics?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's a bummer because you can't do anything because you can't talk. You have meat on your hand.
Well, that's
I
6 who
figured.
has meat on her
No,
hands.
6 has the meat. I
okay.
just can't speak.
She's just
well,
holding her warhammer with her meat hand.
Gross.
Verse/Harper/Universe, you're up. He's a dove now.
He's turned into an acid pigeon, everyone.
Yeah.
3. I will do that thing. What I can summon my guy and switch places with him. So in my place, put a copy, and then he's gonna end up there. Pow. Oh, look at who we've found here before me. A delay so that I can find the button that kills the battle axe. It's blind, right? So I have advantage.
Mhm.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah. So that was a crappy crit roll, but that's a 9. And then I have my suit shit to do. Extra D4 or D4.
And then please roll
from
me
the attack.
a D25 and a D3.
+5 movement, I regain HP. That didn't matter. Wild Surge.
As you smash the head in of this Neogi.
It's aggravated by 1.
Alright, it goes up by 1. And let's see. Yeah, that D25 roll.
No.
Also, I forgot because of the weird surge thing that my last attack did a 1d4 damage, so that's just 1 extra damage.
It's extra good.
Let's see, for a 5. Okay, you definitely end the life of this Neogi. And as you do, let's see what happens here on the combat chart. You get the sensation, Harper. You're not sure exactly how, but you just have this innate knowledge within you for whatever reason all of a sudden that you can discern which spells a magic user has memorized simply by touching them.
Ooh. Move here and see a dark, long hallway.
That's
15,
what as you see.
16, 17, and I shout back, I don't see anybody else here! And I hold my axe and like I'm clutching at it and just looking at that guy, looking back at the group, looking at the guy. That'll be the end of my turn. Oh,
All right.
He's got to move, so he's close enough. But I'll stay out of the way. Oop. He's in that corner. I don't want to clip through it.
Well, I guess he technically would have to be right there then, at that square.
Okay.
There wouldn't be enough room.
True enough.
Okay, it is the... let's see here. It is Wolfman's turn, the Vodani. Does he get to make a save against your spell, Musa?
A hypnotic pattern just incapacitates him.
That's pretty nasty then.
Yeah, it's gross.
He is just completely charmed and incapacitated till the end of the spell.
Can you mark him when they're stunned? So I was
Sure.
hoping that he was.
Yeah, sure.
It can wake up if it takes damage or if someone else takes an action to shake it out of its stupor.
Right. Yeah, you see it sort of like using its claws to claw at the air as it goes.
Right. What's the plan, team? We taking this thing out, or do you think you can reason with it?
Well, is there a way through this room? Can we just get through it, get past it, and not worry about it?
We take him out now, or he'll call for reinforcements when your spell wears off.
It's got a point. Outrider.
Well, I'm not the one to do that. So... Oh, I can't speak anyway.
Oh, no.
I tell Seven to do his thing, I guess. Since he's next in the turn order.
Yeah. Neogi's dead, so that leaves 7 up next. So 7 is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to move 5, 10 up here. Gets, like, there's a similar Warhammer to 6's that forms in 7's hands, but it's just formed of this, like, ethereal, purple, wavy energy as it forms in 7's hands. And he begins to raise it, but he used his dash action to get up there, so... we go transition down to Flash. He's ready to smash, though.
Because I saw those other 2 that were behind us, and I really don't have line of sight even if I move up, I'm going to move back down here so I have line of sight back over towards here and prepare a charm person spell in case any of the other 2 Neogi come around the corner and hit the first one I see with it.
Sure.
Good thinking, Tex.
That's my turn.
All right. With that, we move to Musa. All those bubbles.
I guess... Hates the... What is it?
Dodge?
Dodge action, yeah. Just...
In the meantime, can you move out of the door? I could get in there and shoot.
Yeah,
there you go. Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
I can't see anything when I'm over here. Well,
That's not a space.
oh, okay.
Gonna either move forward or down here. There you go.
I can't say anything.
Stepping out of reality.
That sucks so bad.
Anything else, Musa? Oh no, that wild magic. Vice, you're up.
Am I up or yeah? Okay. Oh, is Domo up? Because I crit failed my initiative, or is that not a thing?
Domo, would you want to go before Vice?
I'm at a +5 mod. I don't know if that matters.
You would technically go before me.
All right. Oh, excuse me.
Man, all of your spells are vocal, Musa. That's so rough. Vocal,
all right.
vocal.
Vice is going to crack his knuckles, hold an action to attack when this guy wakes up.
Okay.
He wakes up when he's attacked, right?
That's
right.
correct.
So whoever's gonna basically break the charm,
it's probably gonna be me. I'm probably gonna do it.
He's gonna get Novan.
All right. Vice gets ready to pummel the living hell out of this werewolf-like Vodani. Domo, you're up.
All right. Domo's gonna move up here. Oh, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't think I can actually see him. So I gotta take a bonus action to dash. So I'm gonna move in here reverse. Wait, where's the bad guy?
In between Seven and myself.
Oh man, the shit's fucked up for me. Hold on, let me reload. Sorry, all of your tokens are in the wrong spot.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Sorry, fam. Let me just reload here.
Thanks so much, Discordian, for winning that cool Roll20 code. As you can see, it's a beautiful platform that works perfectly.
Technology, right?
It's good now. We're good now. We're good now. All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to take the help action and point out a weak spot in his armor. So, Vice, your first punch is going to still have advantage. And I'm going to fire with advantage.
That's how you stack it there.
Oh my god! Jason!
Holy
odds!
Crap!
Jason!
That's a ghetto crit on side of it. Jesus.
Also, that's even more sneak attack damage.
Roll20 is like, everyone on alert. They're back to the weird surges. Get the algorithms back out.
All right, I put one right in his forehead for 22 damage by itself.
You do that. Also,
I do it. It's a D8.
Give me that D25 plus D3 roll, please.
Oof.
Pressure goes up to 3. You were at 0 though, so that's not terrible. And your roll was a 12 on the combat chart.
Bill got a D8 on that crit to do.
Oh, it didn't even add it. Hold on. It didn't roll. Yeah, it didn't add it at all. Whoa, okay. Sick. Come on, give me another 8. Oh, I'll take it. That's 28 damage with one arrow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Domo, there's just something about 6. You can't tell exactly what it is. You always know that she's been a little on edge, a little rough around the edges, but there's something kind of terrifying about her. You're frightened from her for until the end of your next turn.
Who put this tiny lost child here? Get away from me!
But yes.
That's the thing you find most terrifying, lost children.
What was the overall damage on that again? I'm sorry.
I don't know where your mom is. I'm sorry.
28.
All right. 28 damage as you fire I'm assuming a crossbolt.
It's an arrow.
Catches into the breast of the Vodani, who seems to, the cloudiness of its eyes dissipates. It bares its teeth, and then Vice, you and Seven. Seven had to double move. So Vice, and I guess Verse, did you hold an action, or did you just get in there?
No, I was too slow to make it that far.
Okay, nice. So Vice still has a held action, so
kidney
he can
punch.
That's just your first roll because I helped you for advantage.
Right. So 22.
Yes, that's gonna hit.
It's 8 bludgeon.
Nice.
That's all.
I get my full round, or is it just one attack?
It's just one attack when you hold
just
it,
one.
sadly.
Okay, well, 8
Hey,
bludgeon.
you can still do all of your stuff on your attack. You can't use a bonus action, but you can do like your stunning strike and stuff.
I want to hold on to the key points right now for when we have better stuff, but
all right, you all watch as Domo takes a shaking hand and, like, with beads of sweat running down her forehead, she knocks another arrow. Terrified of 6, her aim is off, and she has to roll this next one with disadvantage because I can see 6, and 6 is frightening me.
I-10.
13.
Oh, it's not too bad.
13 will still hit.
Nice. 9 more damage.
Another arrow connects to the Vodani. You can see it's pretty beat up at this point. The arrows have struck pretty critical parts of its body, as well as Vice kind of dropping it across the face with a fist.
Domo skitters away like,
No, I'm sorry, don't hurt me.
and then I end my turn.
All right, Tally, you're up next.
Let's see. He's gonna go into the room and kind of measure. Of course. We'll throw a swift little ice knife right at it.
Oh, that'll explode and damage our friends, though.
Will it? Oh
I think
no,
so.
no, I don't want that. Let me make sure. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, nope, forget that. Didn't do that. She was pretending.
I could ice knife, but I won't this time.
Yeah. Throws out my plans, but instead just changes into giant poisonous snake.
Oh
It
shit!
says giant poisonous snake, but it's a medium beast, so
Yeah.
it's kind of misnomer.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Big for a snake.
You can
That's fair.
transform and make an attack on your turn since you didn't do the ice knife.
Yes, I would like to let's see. Do a bite. There we go. It sends it to you, right?
Let
Yeah,
me
it sends
see.
it to you directly.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
you do. Are you able to get close enough to him?
Yeah, you'll have to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you control of this one here, Tally, since you're the snake. We'll just keep your other token on there, just so we can see your stats. And you do bite, and it is a natural 20.
Oh, God! Have mercy.
Let's see. I see your overall damage here, but first, please give me a D25 D3 roll.
It literally knows we're in the weird again.
Like,
It's ridiculous.
whoa, what is happening? Whoa!
You said D3?
Yes, please. You feel your suit tighten up from an increase in pressure as you go up to 5. Rolled an 11 on here. Let's go take a look at that one.
Meat for hands. Meat for hands.
The gravity stops affecting the caster for the next 1d4 rounds, allowing them to move in the air at a rate of 30 feet per round.
Fucking sick.
Floating snake.
I'm a flying snake. I could have just shaped into that.
This is right from a nightmare.
Floating snake. Floating snake.
Danger noodle.
Only for one
like
more round, but that's still pretty cool.
Flying danger noodle.
Also, as you sink your fangs down into this Vodani, it collapses. It is you've killed it. Anything else, Tally?
If so, I've just what was a how long does this last for? Does it?
You get one more turn to be able to float around.
No, nothing so far.
Okay. Flash, you begin to see the Neogi in the far room to the left, crawling over the bed, curious as what is going on over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm assuming you're activating your held action.
Yes. Do I only see one coming in?
Yeah, it looks like it's just this one.
All right. Let me get to the spell.
Awesome.
DC 16 Wisdom.
The Neogi passes. You see it resist your charm. It does, however, look towards you, a certain innervating energy swirling in its eyes. I need you to please make a wisdom saving throw.
It did that reverse Uno.
Let me show you how it's done, bitch. Quite literally. Quite fucking literally.
You know, I must say it now. I don't think I've passed one spell check for
You should have.
You gotta blow
should have
those cards.
counter-charmed. You should have counter charmed.
That's an action to do that, sadly.
Yeah.
Reaction.
Well, no, it's an action. I'm saying you could have done that instead of holding the spell.
Yeah.
You suddenly feel compelled, Flash,
Oh no.
to side with this Neogi and the others who are rightfully trying to take down the evil Pioneer Patrollers who have devastated their ranks. They are just doing this as a form of retribution, and the rest of your team is filling in with the Patroller ranks and trying to fulfill the rest of their genocide. You have to take these other team members out. It is done. We were up to the top 6.
Right.
Up to the
Where's this other guy? All the way back here?
Oh, back yonder.
Correct.
Fair. I guess can 6 tell that Flash is charmed?
I would say no.
Alright.
Flash is like turned and looking at the Neogi. Seems as though he's
there's
aware that
no-
it's coming.
There's no other threats like in this room
None that you see.
that I'm just not seeing.
That was a giant noodle.
Okay, she's going to move there.
It hisses
And
at
she
you.
is going to take out a hand axe and try to throw it.
Kill.
Oh, first of all, she's going to use a bonus action to try to blind it with her chest light.
What a
So
sentence.
I need a...
All right.
I know. So I need a Constitution save.
Con save from the Neogi. A 14.
That passes.
All right. You flash it in the face, but it averts its eyes just for a second.
And then she's going to try to throw a hand axe at it. Which for some reason my attack... Oh, there we go. 23.
Oh, that's going to hit. That's going to hit, Chief.
Alright. That's 5 slashing. She's going to take out her other hand axe.
Oh
14.
shit.
14. The hand axe connects, but doesn't pierce enough, so it misses.
Damn. Okay, just 5 flashing then. And wait, and she's raging, so it's 7.
Nice. It kind of cuts into it as it hisses, taking the damage.
And that'll be it from 6.
All right, very good. 6. We move on to that's a dead Vodani. Verse, you're up. Slash Harper.
I'm gonna put Baz somewhere where I'm gonna put him here. But that's not a viable spot. He's being dismissed through all this. I change places with him for half of my movement, and then move the rest to 3. I dismiss him with a bonus action and Eldritch Blast with my action. That is a 12, 17 to hit
17 will hit.
for 2 force damage. Oh boy.
All right. And you got rid of your clone?
Correct. He is. I'm gonna call him back. That's why I was just moving him out of the way. Yeah.
So yes, the force damage does connect. It hisses.
Oh.
You notice now, 6, that the 2 that were guarding what looks like a staircase descending down now seems to have taken notice of what's going on over here.
Does 6 indicate that at all?
6
What?
may indicate that.
Do you look to see if there? Do you like?
You see the 2 one of the
Bruce
Neogi
is
up
gonna
here.
run away if you make any indication that there's more trouble coming. Do you make any indication that there's more trouble coming?
Are they coming?
It looks as though they notice what's happening now.
I'm gonna say that 6 is too focused on the one in front of her.
Excellent. The verse takes his final steps into peril.
Was the wolf dead in the other room? Did you guys finish that wolf off?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
got pretty brutalized.
Danger Noodle killed it.
Nice.
Danger Nader.
That's it.
Okay. 7 is going to move back along with you, trying to stay close. 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of holding their own kind of phantom weird energy mace in their hands, or warhammer rather. Let's see. It is the Neogi's turn. Let's see here. Gonna move 5, 10 right there. It begins to stare your way, 6, deep into your eyes. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Definitely gonna use my advantage here.
Sure. Got that advantage.
That's a 17.
That's
You
pretty good.
begin to feel the effects almost pull at you from this strange innervating energy within the Neogi's eyes, but you pull yourself out of it. Your will too strong, and it begins to shift back this way some. It is going to end its turn there. Flash, you're up, buddy. Look at all these
Flash is
genocidal maniacs surrounding you. They're the evil ones. You understand? They're the evil ones.
Flash is gonna kind of lurch down a little bit after the effect hits him, and he's gonna look over at the rest of the party and scan real quick. His eyes are gonna dilate a little bit, and he's gonna start just gibbering and foaming a little at the mouth, and go a little more primal kobold, so to speak, and start screaming in Draconic at them.
He's regressed back to himself when he was in the 80s. That I can't make the leap for this joke. I'm done.
Since the first two people I saw come up were Verse and 6, he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on them.
All right. What does that do?
It's a DC 16 Wisdom save for you 2K.
Flash appears to be casting a spell on both of you.
Oh no.
Did we lose
Yeah, I
Kavina?
fail. We lost Kavina.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Peter says it's not connected to the internet, he says.
Nice.
Oh.
Flash deleted him from the internet.
Okay, he can't talk anyway, so he can't cast any spells.
Yeah. 6
So what do we-
rolls a 12, and then Verse. We get a saver from Verse.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 6 and 7. Wisdom save. Is this a term effect?
Doesn't say so. I'll link the spell.
I think it's a frighten. Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
Discordian's like, can you upcast Dissonant Whispers to multiple targets? 12 and a 12.
You take 12 psychic damage, and you have to use your reaction to move as far as you can away from me.
Oh no.
Oh no, away. That means towards something else. What? A 2? A 3? Uh-oh. I'm stuck my pillar. That's as far as I can get without getting closer. I'm scared.
How many feet away?
Your reaction is all your speed.
Oh.
Yep. Bye.
Oh, well, 6 is dead.
Yeah.
My question on that is, though, if you already moved on your turn, wouldn't it be the available movement you have left?
It's your reaction.
I think it's your full speed.
It's only 30. Whoa. How far are you going?
I'm 40.
Oh, Jesus, you fast. Oh, that's right, you
Yeah.
barbarian.
I am fully up in here with a lot of
You see
things
the
I do
two
not
Neogi,
like.
but you also see a
Where was I? I was standing
well-armored,
Oh no.
almost
Yeah.
like orc-like creature, though its
Oh.
snout slightly more pushed up in a piggish nature. It stares
He's
deeply at
thick.
you, lowering its eyebrows in a menacing look.
Well, at least you're
boy.
raging.
Be like, I'm gonna high-low this. If it's high, then he runs into a corner. If it's low, he kind of chases down that hallway. Oop. Shit. Okay.
Scordian gave 6 an inspiration card.
Hey,
Oh, thank
a
you.
refuel on that inspo. There you go. Welcome
I'm
back,
probably
Kibino.
gonna need that. I drew
Come back,
it.
buddy.
We're in trouble. Help us.
All right, Flash. Very well done. You guys took that damage and ran. Anything else, Flash?
I'm gonna look to Seven and just guttural start screaming at him, jumping up and down.
Seven sees what you've done to Six and Verse and just sort of like does that thing where he tosses up the Warhammer's hand back up and down and says, "Well, if it's a whooping you're one."
Since it sounds like Seven hasn't gotten the memo yet, Domo will very plainly say to everyone that
He's under the Neogi's control. Focus your attacks on the Neogi.
Seven like has his Warhammer raised and says, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah, sure."
he was ready to Gallagher flash his brains all over us.
All right. Anything else, Flash?
That's it.
All right. The Scrow up next.
Save every one of us.
The Scrow is gonna stay where they are, and I have a separate stat block for this one. So
I think that was my first failed or successful spell that wasn't a fireball.
oh no.
Oh no.
The Scrow actually has a pistol themselves and points it at you, Six, and fires away. Does a 17 hit AC?
Thanks.
6?
Man
Anna?
up.
Sorry.
Does
I'm here.
There's a 17 hit AC.
Oh yeah.
All right. That is gonna be, let's see. Gets shot by its pistol for 13 points of piercing damage.
Piercing, is that, does Rage
Yeah.
have that? Okay,
7.
cool. Cool.
And then it is going to run behind this column, giving it some cover. Not stupid. Musa, we haven't skipped you just yet. That was kind of perfect timing to come back in, so you're up now.
Oh, I don't recognize this as a language. Oh, not there. Never mind.
I take the dodge action.
All right.
Yeah, just keep
unfortunate.
yourself safe for now, yeah.
Vice, you're up.
All right. I will hear the combat and move towards it. .45 gets me here. We're going to...
This is the one that's got flash.
I'm just trying to see, would it be better to use a key point to, what is it, Step of the Wind to get a dash? I think that would be the best action economy here. I'm just looking for the button. That's a thing monks do, right? You can just like, yeah, Step of the Wind. Spend 1 key point to dash action as a bonus. So I will do that thing.
Does he run? Does he Naruto run? Or does he like...
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, yes.
45.
Oh, yes. Punch the shit out of him.
And kidney punch right into this guy.
Kidney kick.
And you know what? Since we're at time, I'm going to do it at advantage.
Kidney
Hell yeah.
punch.
Nice.
First attack at advantage.
Yeah, roll that natty 20. That's what I want to see.
Nice.
That's good. Oh,
19
Right.
versus AC.
And 19 will hit.
All right, so this attack goes for 11 bludgeon.
Tries to skitter away from your strikes, but they're just too fast.
well, there's your crit. That's a dirty, dirty crit.
Is
Nice.
the second attack. 13 versus AC.
That it skitters out of the way of. That does not hit. But you were able to smack it the first time.
All right, and off the first hit, since it's charming my friend, I want to try and stunning strike it.
Sure.
So we're going to. I know how to play D&D.
Let's make a save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I don't know
some
why I can't.
save.
Yeah, it's a con save. It's
It rolled an
That's
11.
your-
DC 14 con.
Okay, it
or
fails.
it's stunned until the end of my next turn. It's at the bottom. It's not a button.
It is stunned.
Nice.
Does stun kill concentration?
We don't know if that's a
Uh,
concentration or a.
Stunned is
Flash free?
incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, automatically fails strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against it have advantage.
I'll say Vice strikes it in a vital area on its eel-like neck, and you see the entire creature freeze up. However, as each of you look back to Flash, his eyes and movements still wild and crazy.
Okay. Well, I tried.
But you do have advantage on your attacks.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. If that's everything, Vice, Domo.
With a big hit Domo coming in, that's probably enough.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Okay, Domo's gonna move 5, 10, 15. Is that within 30 feet? No, I need to move one more. 20. I'll stand on top of this corpse of this fallen patroller. I'll use the help action, so next person attacks him has advantage. And let's do those attacks. 15 to hit.
That will.
Just
Ghetto
hit.
crit.
That's,
Oh my god.
that's a ghetto. Look at that damage.
That
That's
is the
maximum damage.
prettiest crit. Holy shit.
25 on a single arrow.
What
It's
is
not
it?
even a crit.
What's it look like when you kill this thing?
Through the middle of its thorax, and it does that thing where it grasps at its chest, but the arrow's already gone through. It crumples over dead. Sure.
You watch as the crazed-looking Flash's eyes dissipates. Flash, you're not sure what just happened. You feel yourself coming back as though a strange, small portion of time has passed. Your teammates seem to be moved from their original positions. You don't know what happened. But you do now see the Neogi that initially looked at you with some tantalizing eyes dead on the ground next to Vice.
I'm gonna wipe the foam away from my mouth and just start looking around.
Welcome back to the world of the living, kiddo.
What the hell are you talking about?
He used his mind control powers on you. You were AWOL for a bit. Get your head back in the game. We still got more to kill, and Six is in trouble.
Domo's gonna move. Boop. Boop. And dang, I can't see anyone else. So I don't have anything else I can do for my second attack. Shit, I did this whole turn wrong. I'm done.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did things way out of order. I wasted my bonus action when I could have gotten some use out of it. Oh well.
Live and learn.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's see here. Then in that case, next up is the Neogi to the right of 6. It looks towards Harper, and its eyes begin to flare up.
Come on, bring it to me.
Give me a wisdom saving throw as
Is this a charm
something
effect?
draws you in.
If it is, I have advantage.
Let me see.
Currently,
I'll
it's a
roll
charm
them both, and you tell me. Oh,
Magically
it doesn't matter.
charmed, yes.
It literally doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Oh, the one time our Fey heritage would have mattered. It doesn't.
Woo!
Wait, can I use my inspiration card to let him re-roll it?
Unless it says you can
It'll,
give it
like,
to someone
turn.
else.
Another creature just
Another
rolled.
creature.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yes, that technically counts.
Here we go.
Third time lucky, everybody. This is my dump stat. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh no. Harper,
You guys are fucked.
the Dark Trine are the good ones. They were the ones who were attacked by the patrollers. The people around you in these white suits are your enemies. You know the truth now, and you have to decimate them.
Oh no.
I hear Twilight calling.
The Neogi also skitters away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Oh my
and
gosh, dude.
disappears. It is not as stupid as the other one.
Disappears. Did he like go off screen? I can't see it, or did he like go in a door?
It goes behind this like walled stairway, so you wouldn't technically be able to see it. That's why it's gone.
Nice.
With that, however, it is Tally's turn. Tally, your token's still on the board, but you are technically that snake, so you're up. Seems as though everyone is moving, pushing towards the left and north. Also, yeah, you're still technically the snake in that space.
And flying, right?
And still flying for a turn.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Sorry. Is my speed still the same, or
Yeah, same
can I move
speed.
faster? Because, dang. Okay.
But now you look much scarier. Just floating through the air as a snake. Could you imagine snakes could fly? Oh my god.
I would literally.
Snakes on a plane.
poop
Snakes
my
on a
pants.
plane.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, there's nobody nearby.
That
in
you see.
30 feet. True.
No,
Why do
you
you
don't.
keep saying that?
You don't see anybody within 30 feet. of you.
That's not nice.
So just
Could I use my bonus to go closer?
just to be clear, I kept this token on here so you can keep your HP and stuff, but technically this is your actual token, your snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, move away token.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to keep it on the board so you can keep track of your HP without having to like double it up on the other token. Yeah, you're technically the little snake token. Or the medium snake token rather. Mostly you see this floating snake of Tally. And it just like snaking through the air.
It just hisses and like winks at Musa as it goes by. Just...
Musa blows some pink bubbles.
Okay, they try to dash closer, but I don't see anything.
You would know there's some stuff happening up north if you wanted to go that way.
You can always use your action to move twice. Otherwise, it's pretty rare to use a bonus action to move again.
Rogues get it. That's about it.
You see your friend Harper and fly over to him.
Oh boy.
I still see nothing. It's just all black on mine still.
Oh shit, hang on. That's my fault.
Maybe.
Hang on.
Oh, she doesn't have vision.
How about that?
Yes, there we
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
What's
sorry.
up, friend?
Sorry, I forgot about
Hello.
that.
Snake language.
Ooh,
Just let's.
Danger Noodle, you just found yourself a lot of danger. He looks at you angrily.
And well, I've already used my action to get up here.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
But I think that would That would be the end of my turn.
Okay, so you kind of use your turn to get a strong boost and snake fly through the air, at least to get closer to the action. So you're now in the thick of it again. All right, that stuff happens. This Neogi is pretty splatted strong, so we go back up to the top. 6, you are up. There's some things in this room, but it looks like Harper's here to help.
I'm
Maybe?
gonna kill you.
I mean, maybe not now.
Really saying that out loud?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Then 6 is gonna look at you and say, "Not you too," and she's gonna try to blind him with her chest light.
All right.
So that'll say, what have I been saying? A con save?
I think a con
Yeah,
save.
it's a con save. Yeah.
Say, I fighter. But I roll like garbage. 10, boom, fail, blind.
Yep, that
Nice.
fails. So you're blinded, and you take 5 points of radiant damage.
That was pretty tactical. That's
That was a really
smart.
great move, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna, between these two things, she's gonna run up to the bug thingy, and she's gonna try to give it a good whack.
Give me a you took some damage, Harper. So give me another wisdom saving throw.
Whiz bang. Whoop on it. Whiz bang. Save. Gaga. 10.
Still want to kill everybody, but you can't see
Yeah.
anything. 6, you run up to this Neogi next to you.
That's a 25 and a 25.
Those are gonna hit. Oh boy. Some
That's-
strong rolls.
That is looking like a 22 plus 4, 26 total.
You just like lay into the Neogi in front of you as it screeches. You just kind of like have nearly decimated its furry abdomen. There's blood everywhere. It's not looking great.
Nice.
Anything else, 6?
No.
All right.
Nope, that's it.
Harper, you can't see, but you are blinded by the enemy, and they deserve
Danger
punishment.
noodle. Danger noodle. I remember the danger noodle. I try to grapple at the rah.
All right. That's a
At disadvantage, I'm gonna make a
athletics check versus Tally your athletics or acrobatics check, and it's a opposed check. But he has to do it at disadvantage because he's just sort of grabbing at the air where he thinks you were previously.
I'm blinded at 7.
The ooh shiny.
Wait, do I have to do both or either?
You get to choose
Either.
either. Well,
Yeah.
assuming you kind of just pick whatever one's the stronger one, unless you just want to role play and maybe get grabbed. All right, yeah. You see Harper turn to you. His eyes kind of blackened by some sort of strange power that's overcome him, and he goes to grab at you, but you see he kind of scrapes along the wall, and you're able to kind of like snake fly to the ways. You finally now begin to touch back down to the ground, your flight having outlasted its time with you, but you were able to dodge his grapple attack. Doesn't look like you grabbed whatever you wanted to grab, Harper.
Oh, actually, I didn't have to do that at disadvantage because I have blind sight, but it's still a 7.
Correct.
And verse curses, and Baz appears next to 6, and Baz has no problem saying 6.
Oh, that's-
But luckily for 6, that's the end of my turn.
Nice.
Nothing personal, kid.
Feel the rhythm.
7 moves, 5, 10, and looks around and says, "What the hell is going on? Why are we fighting each other?"
Again, mind control. And the yogi's behind the staircase. Dive him and fuck him up.
15, 20,
Stay well away
25,
from verse. Good job.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Double moves, gets up to right here. Is able to now spot at least the portion of the Neogi up ahead behind a pillar.
Are you still blind, Verse?
Yes. I
Okay.
think, right?
Yeah, it's till the end
Till
of
the end of the
my
next turn?
Yeah.
turn.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I do have blind sight, so if you stand next to me, I will have seen you.
Got it.
That's a warning for everybody that's gonna have to walk by first.
This Neogokyo in front of you, 6, you have smashed into this thing and it looks pretty hurt, but it still throws its eel-like fangs your way to attempt to bite you for 12 versus AC.
That misses.
All right, you're able to kind of like parry it with your Warhammer, but it now throws one of its nasty claws your way for 15 versus AC.
That just hits.
All right, you take 8 slashing damage as it kind of catches you on the arm.
Only 4 because I'm raging.
Nice.
Okay, very nice. It's gonna stay where it is. Flash, you're up. Whatever
Flash
weird
is
effects
gonna
were
move up.
affecting you are done. Sorry, go ahead.
You're muted.
I was counting off, sorry. That's just in 60 feet.
Yes, it is, but just to be aware, 7 can see it, so I'm letting you guys see it, but technically it is behind this like walled area. These walls go up to the top, so technically you can't see it from here.
Gotcha.
I just didn't put up I didn't fully put up the dynamic wall. Sorry.
God, Jason.
I'm sorry.
And then,
Stay away from verse.
yeah, that's about it then. I'm just gonna hold, or actually, no, I'll use. Would it work on them? Does counter song work on them? I can't remember.
Counter charm?
Yeah,
If it's a charm effect, it does.
I couldn't remember if he said it was or not. Yeah, I'll just start. I'll pull up my guitar and start playing counter charm.
It is a charm effect, yes.
Ooh.
That's it.
Does that counter charm do anything?
Yeah.
It's a next for the next turn. Anything within 30 feet of me has advantage on charm of frightened effects.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's great.
And I will say, because Harper took damage, you did all see for just a second that there is almost a moment of clarity in Harper's eyes, meaning if he takes damage, he gets to make the save again.
Oh.
I'm not resistant to damage, though. Just don't hurt me. I'll kill you.
Skurrow's gonna peer around the corner and run up to you, 6. It brings out a very large-looking blade and tries to bring it down on you. Gonna be 16 versus AC.
Oh yeah, that hits.
In backwards world, but in the real world, it misses, right?
That's 16 slashing damage.
Good thing you're raging.
And you see it
Yeah.
grab at its hip and turn its pistol your way and fire for a natural 20.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't. That might. Didn't he fire it last round?
He did.
Do they have reloads?
Not the ones that these have.
Ah,
These are slightly different. I'm calling them pistols for the simplicity of it.
fair enough.
You feel a stinging, piercing damage as you take 31 points of piercing damage, 6, from a point-blank shot.
Good lord. That's halved, right? So is that
It's not magical, so if that
16.
would have it, it would have it.
okay? I'm not looking so great.
He says, looking towards you. That is it for the Skurrow. Moosey, you're up.
You're on mute too, bud.
Alright. Remembering that she has a crossbow
Nice.
in her pack. 15, 20, 25, 30. Moves here.
I'd say you'd have to move like right there.
Okay. That's fine. I
Zoom-
can still
zoom in on that
see
pillar.
this guy.
Yes, you can.
So, I will. This will be weird. I'm gonna fire a crossbow bolt.
What?
Ooh, 17 to hit? No, is that damn? Yeah, 17.
17 just hits.
3 damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see the arrow catch in between its thick armor, and it looks past 6 over to you, Musa, and just begins to chuckle.
I say something that looks real mean, but pink bubble. Pink bubbles.
Oh, for Harper. Try to hit. It's verse. Try to hit verse.
Who said that? Come closer.
Anything else, Musa?
I'm done.
All right, Vice, you're up. We'll play out this last round, and then we're at time. So you hate to wrap in mid combat because we have to remember stuff, but that's a good place to stop it into the.
I'm trying to free my buddy here. Is that what we're doing?
It's up to you.
I mean that bug thing is probably gonna die.
Killing this thing would do that.
Yeah.
Funny. I thought it was.
I don't want you to do it because then I get
no.
to see you guys fight each other.
Yeah, you're right. It was this thing. Shit.
So we either gotta bail 6 out because 6 is low on HP, or we gotta restrain.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anyone could break the spell on Harper, you would probably be the best one to do it, though, because you do relatively low amounts of damage for each hit. But
20.
I don't know if you can get to the Neogi, just take out the Neogi.
I can get there with the same thing. I can bonus dash and then double attack it.
Yeah, fuck it up.
Can I move through Baz if Harper's hostile or no?
No, he's hostile.
All right, so I gotta go the long way.
Yeah.
Well, Baz is incorporeal though, right?
Yeah, but he still can take a reaction against.
So that's 45. I'm gonna step of the wind, use a key point to continue moving as a bonus action. $35 to kind of block his escape. Then we're gonna go full send on him as hard as we can to try and stop the charm. So nice. Here is the first attack. I already used my card because I thought we were gonna run out of time. 25.
Don't even need it. That's gonna hit.
For 9.
Yes.
Here's the second.
Get it.
23. For 8. I will use one of my last key points for a stunning strike to make sure it does not get away. Got to make a 14 con save.
Rolls its con save, rolls a 7.
Okay, so it is stunned to the end of my next turn. It cannot get away.
You stab it right in that spot in the neck as you did previously, and it finds itself stunned.
Nice.
That is all I can do.
All right.
Is it a neck pinch or a karate chop? What does it?
It's definitely a karate chop to the neck.
Y'all.
Ninja chop.
Ninja chop. All right. Anything else, Vice?
I've used everything. Thank you, Domo.
All right. Domo's up.
All right. Let's see how far I can get. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash, cunning action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's gonna do. I'm gonna shoot the Neogi.
Yeah, you see it over there.
Advantage.
Oh man, being a rogue is always a good idea. I just always want to dip rogue in everything.
Turbo.
19
That'll hit.
for 18 magical piercing damage.
Yeah, your shot nearly just like hits the back of its head right where the brain would probably be. So it takes a massive amount of damage. Blood kind of splatters a little bit across and onto your suit, Vice, from this arrow just kind of pushing out through the head of the creature.
When does 7 go? Sorry, I'm trying to decide. 7 goes,
After verse.
after verse. Okay. 6, do you need to move? I don't guess it's going to matter because you're going to get a turn, but are you planning to run away from these two guys?
Yeah, she's gonna be fine. She can jump
Okay.
away without opportunity attacks.
In that case, I'm just gonna give this fella here a maneuvering just for the extra damage. I'm just gonna add a battle master dice. I'm not even gonna do anything special. I'm just gonna add the extra D8 on it.
Titty twister. All right.
Yeah, for 5 more damage. Ignore that second effect because nobody needs to move. I guess 7 can run up to him. Yeah.
5 more damage will kill it.
Perfect. Then 7 or Vice, you can move somewhere. Actually, Vice, yeah. Move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attack. Oh, from the target. Yeah, from the target of the attack. So yeah. Vice, move half your speed wherever you want.
So 45 and half. 20?
20, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
20.
That's it for Domo's turn. That
All
worked
right.
out.
And we're great.
Let's see.
work,
Domo. Tally, you're up.
Ellie, I'm sorry for what I did before. I wasn't in my right mind. Don't worry about it. That was the one that had vice, right? Or verse, right?
Yes, you are back to yourself.
Tally's gonna go 1, 2,
Dun, 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 dun.
3, and do how do I do it so that this shows not just straight to like DM? GM.
I don't know. You can just still roll to me. I'll look at it.
Cool.
13 versus AC. Are you biting the larger scroll or the tinier little nasty Neogi thing?
The Neogi thing.
Okay. You go to bite at it, but it is able to shift its head quickly out of the way, and unfortunately that misses.
Oh no.
Dexterous little babby.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Nothing else, Tally?
We like that sometimes.
I can move back 1, I would.
You can, but you take 2 opportunity attacks.
I know.
I wouldn't.
If I could.
Yeah, you may want to hang out there.
Fly through space.
All right, as Tally finishes up her turn, this is where we would call it, but before we do... Hang on just a second here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Stop counting.
5,
Stop
10, 15,
counting.
20, 25, 30. A pack of another Skro and 2 Vodani. As you turn around, Musa, you can see entering in from the room that you previously killed your first with a hypnotic pattern and stare at you menacingly. It looks to you, seeing some of its comrades down, and roars. And that is where we will draw this session to a close.
So many pink bubbles.
That sucks so bad.
Yeah, you go to
terrible.
scream, and it's just pink bubbles that shoot out.
So many pink bubbles.
To be fair, you haven't really gotten screwed over by.
It's the first time in a while.
Yeah. So it's.
Bound
I mean,
to
it's
happen.
something.
And that's where we'll call it for this time. Next session, we'll wrap this combat up and see what else happens here on the very last of the Pioneer Quaggas as your team tries to push in with the high-ranking now Domo pushing in.
Domo is loving this.
I was sad when you couldn't make it last week, but then when Maz had to be out too, I was like, I hate to miss a week, but I really want Luke to be there when they all turn to Domo and are like, what do you think, Captain?
That was cool.
Domo just has a little flutter in her heart. Finally, redemption. Maybe she'll tell you guys why she ended up in the Maester's program next week.
The respect she finally deserves.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you so much, Starman, as well as Godly Defiles for the follows. That was very nice of you. I'm trying to push towards that 450 follower mark. It's a steady climb, so I appreciate all of your help and support. I really mean that. It means a lot. If you haven't already, make sure and go check out the links for any of my other social stuff to the Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, all the other good stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure and check my schedule for when I do other streams, because we do more than just D&D on Fridays. I do some other stuff throughout the week. And I'm also currently on Wednesdays bringing back the behind the screens to do a little on-stream prep for the next campaign. So some big spoilers for that, but if you want to get some inside looks on some of that stuff, join me for that. But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, Discordian, for hanging out, as well as congratulations for winning that code. I will whisper that to you when I draw this to a close. But thank you all so much. Make sure and follow me on those socials if you haven't already. And yeah, come join us next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for some more PERPLEXELLEL. We are in the kind of final chapter of the story here, so make sure and hang out. If you missed any of it, make sure and go follow the YouTube channel, and you can always go on the VODs here on Twitch as well, so make sure and stop in then. But yes, thank you all so much. Make sure and drink plenty of water, stretch your legs occasionally, take care of yourselves, because I want you happy and healthy so you can join me next stream. In the meantime, we're headed out for the evening. It's late. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back Monday to stream some more fun stuff. Good night, everybody. See you later.
Kids are becoming acclimated to this very kind of thing, and I began to look through the instruction manual, and I see here how to cast magical spells and mage spells and cleric spells, and you go to the pages that it's listed on it, complete descriptions of how to cast spells and how to contact powerful spirits and how to use these spirits and these powers to overcome, obviously, evil or good, because there's both white and black magic in these books. We picked up another one to see if that was just coincidence, and it's dungeon magic here. And we look through again, and we see in here casting magic spells, page 22, with a complete description. And it says here, each wizard has mastered a certain type of magic. When you meet a wizard, he will give you 4 basic elements of his mystical studies. So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies. And then here it says, it is important to remember that the source of all magic is the life force of the user. This is the teaching of the occult.